Hello, YouTubers, and welcome to another episode of Up Close with Lawrence. And welcome to my Sharon Cuneta shrine. Hi, Mega! No, this is our living room. I just made it into a Sharon Cuneta shrine for this vlog. It took me maybe around more than 2 weeks to look for all of my collections or memorabilias. Actually, it's not even complete, there are some items that I can't seem to find. I'm pretty sure it's just somewhere here in the house. Anyhow, join me in this episode. Join me in memory lane. We'll get into history of Sharon, my history on how I ended up becoming a Sharonian, a mega fan. Okay. So I consider myself lucky for having the opportunity of owning these items, these collectibles, these memorabilias, and I consider myself lucky for being able to meet and know Sharon. Okay? I'm not saying that I have the most extensive Sharon Cuneta memorabilias or collections out there, because I'm pretty sure I'm not. But I'm quite happy and I'm quite proud on what I have. Okay, so let me just show you first. So what's gonna happen is that as I'm talking, most likely I will be showing videos of the items or the collectibles that I'm actually discussing. So you won't be seeing me because you don't really want to see me. You want to see the collection, I'm assuming. Yes? Okay. So we'll just start with up here. Those are my collections of movies, Sharon Cuneta movies, on DVD and on VCD. Remember VCD? And I still have VHS somewhere. I just can't find it, but we have so many boxes in the garage, and it's somewhere there. And up there too are signed copies of Dear Heart DVD and the mega concert at Cuneta Astrodome, which of course I watched. Right here, the first 3 vinyls, the first 3 albums. Right here, my favorite album is Shh, very iconic cover, and of course the rest of the CDs. Some more cassettes there. You know cassettes, cassette tape? Yes. And the trilogy on top. Over there. Can you see it? Of course, the Bukas Luda Mga Tala, Bituin Mo Lang Ningning, and Sana'y Wala Nang Wakas. And down here, my magazines, concert, how do you call that? I forgot, but yeah. things like that. My notes. Dear Heart vinyl. P.S. I love you vinyl. Okay, so let me start my story. I became a Sharonian at the age of 8 in 1978. So I'm a first generation Sharonian. Which means that I've been a fan for 42 years. So I just turned 50 last February 5th. I'm lucky to idolize someone as lovely and as sweet and as good of a person as Sharon. So I remember me and my mom were inside the jeepney, and playing on the radio is the song Mr. DJ. And of course, as an 8-year-old, I don't really know the lyrics or things like that. But I just love the melody of the song, and that's the beginning of me becoming a Sharonian. I remember the first time that I got a glimpse of Sharon and Helen Gamboa was, of course, in the 70s, I believe, and that would be in the old Fiesta Carnival in Quezon City, and there was like a Sanrio character show. Also, back in the day, we grew up in Manila, in Tondo, Manila. But every weekend or every Sunday, we would go to church, of course, like any Filipino Catholic. We'd go to church, and usually would go to either the Manila Cathedral, or Ermita Church. And then afterwards, we would go to Makati Supermarket. It's called Makati Commercial Center then. It's not Ayala Center yet. We would go to Makati Supermarket to do some shopping. And one of those Sundays, my Tito Vicente pointed to me, "Oh, that's Sharon's dad. That's Mayor Pablo Cuneta, the late Mayor Pablo Cuneta." So yeah, I saw him too, at least once. And of course, as a child, you don't have your own money yet. So papabili ka lang sa auntie mo, or you're gonna ask your mom, your aunt to buy this and that for you. Hence, I have the collection from Mr. DJ, the vinyl Mr. DJ, Sharon and Sharon Cuneta. Of course, high school, kind of her first greatest hits collection. And then fast forward, high school. High school back in the 80s. I studied high school in Letran College in Intramuros. So we're fortunate, me and my classmates were fortunate, because in Escolta there is this theater called Capitol Theater. It's an Art Deco theater, 3 levels actually. And every time that there's a Sharon Cuneta movie, we will watch it there. And we're lucky because walang pila doon. There are actually no lineups there. Plus, most likely because we would go like odd hours, let's say after school or things like this. But we never lined up for a Sharon Cuneta movie, and then we would watch it over and over again. Of course, during those days, you can watch a movie several times and with you just paying one fee, right? But even then, we would watch it several times, and then we would go back some other time or some other day and watch it again. That was fun. That was good memories there. And then I remember I will have a suke. There's a magazine vendor that I'm actually a regular, meaning I buy from her every time. So I don't have to tell her what I want. She would choose magazines for me. Anything that has a Sharon Cuneta cover. I don't have those collections anymore because our house burned down. So all of my Kislap, Movie Flash, all of those collectibles are all gone. So anyway, going back to the magazine, so she would just roll it for me, and then when me and my classmates would pass by, I would just have to pay her. And then everything, like all of the magazines that has Sharon in the cover, would be all there. And of course the photos as well. Back in the day, you can buy photos of celebrities, And of course, I have those collections too, but or I had those collections too. Wala na, natapon na, or nasunog na siya. Now, I remember watching the first solo concert of Sharon Cuneta, and that's at the Araneta Coliseum, titled Sharon Solo with the Boys, back in 1984. I watched the first evening, and that was such an amazing experience. I wouldn't say that that was my first concert that I watched, because it's not. It's actually Linda Carter, Wonder Woman. That was my first concert at the PICC. Yeah, but yeah, seeing Sharon live for the first time in 1984, of course I was 14 then, was an amazing experience, like something I won't ever forget. Sharonians were lucky that Dorina Pineda website actually has clips of that show, and I always love going back there and watching it over and over again. I used to have a Betamax, or no, a VHS copy of that show, but of course, like I said, my collections, my past collections, especially the TSCS collections from back in IBC 13, they're all gone. Yeah, they all got burned. So a while back, I told you about some collectibles that I cannot find, and one of the collectibles that I cannot find is the concert program. That's the word, a concert program for her concert, Sharon Year 7, a very special concert. Yes, that concert have happened before the fire, but I was able to save it, or parts of it. Let's say, for example, if this is the magazine, like most parts were burned, but the front image of Mega was intact. And ang ganda-ganda pa naman niya ron. She looks so beautiful in that picture, in that photo. It's somewhere here, but that was a fantastic concert. I guess she just gave birth to Casey during that time. It was held at the Folk Arts Theater, and fantastic show. And of course, the late Rico J. Puno was one of her guests. And then let's go fast forward now to my working days. So, hi folks. I have to do this without my collection. I've actually kept my collection now because I thought I was recording a part, and when I was reviewing it, it didn't record. So anyway, it's my meeting with Sharon back in 1991, and I was working as an optometrist in one of the optical chains in the Philippines, and I was co-managing the optical clinic inside Rustan's Makati. So when the sales lady found out that I'm actually a Sharonian, everyone got excited for me, saying that, oh, I'm gonna introduce you to Sharon the next time that she comes, because I guess she was a regular then. And so the day came, and I forgot your name, and I'm so thankful for what you did. But anyway, the personal shopper of Sharon introduced me to her, and that was the time wherein she was just recovering from her elbow injury. I guess she had a minor injury from one of her like movie premiere. So I even asked her how her arm was and things like this, and I asked her to sign that quote behind me a while back, and she said, "Are you sure your patients might mind?" And I said, "No, they won't mind, because they won't be wearing it anymore, and that's why it's so dirty." Because I haven't washed it, no worn it since back in 1991. And so that was our first meeting, and that's why she remembers me as Lawrence from Rustan's department store. And Rustan's in North America would be something like Neiman Marcus or Holt Renfrew or things like that. The second meeting of ours would be around Christmas time. I think that was November or October. And then around Christmas time, Rustan's has this image, so they only play a specific type of songs, be it in regular time of the year or Christmas. So she was there, and I have my Sharon Cuneta cassette, the Sharon Cuneta Christmas album. And I went to the DJ, or the one in charge of the music of the store, and I asked her to play it for me. And of course, it's definitely a no-no. And but then she said that she was asked by one of the supervisor, I guess, and then she said that it was requested by a customer. And our stance, even back then, is really customer driven. And so yeah, and I was following Sharon around the store, and of course, the pipe in music is her Christmas album. That was amazing. And then I remember from during those times as well, she actually one of my prize collection or memorabilia will be something from Sharon, and that was the poster, a 1992 poster, I believe, of maybe from the movie Kaputol no Isang Awit. I'm not sure. But yeah, she actually gave that to me, sent it to me. It was an amazing time. And I remember as well, driving from home to Rustan's. In one of the roads, I actually stopped. I forgot the name of the road, but it's close to Ayala Museum. I was on my way to work. And then in front of me, crossing the street, is Yaya Loring. Of course, Yaya Loring is a famous, the late Yaya Loring, I should say, because of course she's passed. And that's the very popular late Yaya of our Megastar Sharon. So those are wonderful memories during those times. Thank you for watching part 1 of this vlog. Stay tuned to part 2, because if you would like to see my most prized Sharon Cuneta memorabilia or collections, you'll find it there, okay? I've decided to cut the vlog into 2 because after putting everything together, it's more than half an hour long, and I don't think you will have the time to watch that. But anyhow, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for, I hope you like this video. So if you don't mind, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and click the notification bell. And like always, don't forget to be kind to yourself and be kind to other people. Okay, thank you so much, and goodbye. Until the next video, stay tuned.